be there now. Why now is the time for that. Why you want to use our little company to facilitate that. And then why would you want to work with a Google partner, and what's that all about? So, why online? This is today's customer. I'm 38 years old. I remember the yellow pages. Bring the book inside, put it by the phone, use it regularly. Today, this is what we're looking at. We have a new world where we have a brand new device, a medium that we haven't had, an unprecedented thing for the marketers of the world to connect with people in a very intimate way. And as we talked about before, we're tethered to these devices. For better or worse, we're always using our phones. It's great for marketing, though. We have a new channel that's very interactive that we can get to people with if we do it the right way. So our job is to help you learn how to do that. And the concept that was brushed on briefly earlier by Joel is at Google we call this micro moments. These are these times throughout the day when we're going to our phones for whatever it is. Who's the old actor in that movie I can't think of? Where could I get a haircut today? What's the best pizza in Tampa? Whatever that is. Every day we're doing this constantly. And we've learned that these are the moments that really dictate what happens in the business world today. That path to purchase isn't linear anymore. We're all over the place. But these moments are what we want to focus on from the advertising side, because when we win the moments, when we're there, when people are looking for things, that's what really provides impact now. That's what gets us new consumers. That's what gives us traction for our businesses. So it's an intent-rich moment when someone's going to that phone to act on a whim. We're very fickle. So if I think I need to know this answer, I go to my phone and I have to know it, and then I know it. But that applies to business as well. So 3 main points that have been the harbinger of this concept. The first is immediacy of action. We're just spoiled. As soon as we get a whim, we're going to act on that stimulus. We're going to look for that answer. We're going to find that best coffee in town, and we're going to get a good hotel in Sedona. We're doing that whenever we're motivated to. So what that means is we're very fragmented. I might be at work on my cell phone during a break, saying I'm going to go to Sedona next month. Where am I going to stay? That's the beginning. So someone mentioned attribution earlier. We want to be able to attribute what activity led to that booking of that hotel? What activity led to that haircut later in the day? And what we're seeing is it's all over the place. It might start on a cell phone with a search just on a whim, and it might end up later on, I'm at home on my laptop booking that hotel. What we want to do as marketers is recognize the value of that early touch point. Recognize that last click at home on the computer isn't the driver. That was just the end result of this search process. So we're acting on any stimulus. As soon as we have the desire, I want to go to Sedona next month, we're going to the phone, we're looking for information, and that's where you need to show up. So that's the first one. The second is high expectations. So the word responsive design was very popular 5-10 years ago, meaning I want my website to show up on a mobile device, on a tablet. When someone's on a phone, I want my site to pare down and show up on that. And that made a lot of sense back then, but what we've really learned in the last 2 years is that we don't want the same experience pared down for a mobile device as we have on a desktop, because there's a different dynamic there, right? So if I'm getting ready to move my family to Kansas because I got a good job offer there, I'm not going to start that process on a regular device. I'm going to, I'm looking for a different interaction. When I go to your desktop website, I might want to know about your team. I might want to know where you've been featured or what kinds of things you've done or awards you may have won. If I look for you on my cell phone, I probably want to book a hotel. I probably want to get a haircut within 2 hours. There's more urgency there. So we really want to delineate those two search activities and put one in its place and the other where it belongs as well. Desktop over here, there's a lot more value there maybe for a certain type of consumer. There's a longer time on page. You're going to spend some more time digging in. But when I'm on a phone, I really want to get to the meat and potatoes. I want to know, how can I work with you today? How can I do business with you right now? So that means we need to have relevance and frictionless experiences. And so what that really means is I don't want to go to your website like I used to in 2007 and click a drop down and see all the things you do and find what it is I'm looking for. I want you to know. When I put in haircut in Scottsdale, I don't want to see your main page that has spa treatments and everything else. I want the haircut page. If it takes me 3 clicks to get there, I might be spoiled enough to say, well, that's too much, it's too much friction. I'm looking for an experience where I can put it, or even speak into my phone, haircut today, and get there very quickly. So you want to reduce those extra clicks and interactions that don't really relate to the final purchase. Clean that up and make it very frictionless. Make it very easy for people to interact with you on that phone. And again, your desktop experience can be completely different. Learn more about our team and all the things we've done. You're on a phone, and we have ways, obviously, to determine which device they're on. You're on a phone, here's what you're probably looking for, right? Not responsive, but mobile first. And Joel made the point earlier that mobile is more than 60%, and we'll dig into that a little bit more here shortly. But that means we should be catering to that user. If that's the majority of what we're seeing, that's the experience we should be favoring. The third point is unscripted decisions. We're just not, so brand is very important in a lot of industries, but our consumers, especially millennials, which by the way are 37 years old now, are more loyal. It's incredible, they're not teenagers anymore, but they're more loyal to the need they have in the moment, to that micro moment, than they are to the brand. So their parents might have said, I only use Remax, they're my realtors and I love them. But the kids are looking for a realtor near me. They're not saying Remax realtor or looking for Remax in the phone book. They just need a realtor, and whoever provides that experience, whoever shows up in that moment, that's who they're going with. They don't know, Remax versus Century 21. They don't care. They want a good experience. They want relevance. They want to be catered to very quickly. So we're more loyal to the need in the moment than the brand that you may have been resting on for 30 years. That's, resting on those laurels is not going to take you very far in 2017 and beyond, because our consumers today are just more loyal to the needs that they have rather than the brand that we've built. So breaking down these moments, we really whittled it down to 4. First, we have I want to know moments. We're inquisitive, we're looking on the internet, we're really just kind of surfing, looking around, curious. This is not necessarily a business touch point. But what we've learned is you can't win this ultimate I want to buy moment. Obviously this is the one we all covet. You can't win that moment if you're not showing up prior to that moment. So the first is I want to know. The second, I want to go. I'm looking for directions to somewhere locally. I'm looking for something in town that's the best in Scottsdale. Very proximity based a lot of times, the I want to go. Third is I want to do. So oftentimes this is your how-to video. How do I change a tire on my tractor? How do I braid my daughter's hair? Things like that. And we're seeing a lot of traction on YouTube with how-to videos. Everyone's going to YouTube to learn how to do things. And learning how, because there's a lot of great information there. But ultimately, we are looking for that I want to buy moment. Clearly, we want people to book our hotels, to get haircuts at our salons, and so forth. So we have to learn to be present in how to do that in these other moments. We're going to show a video quickly on how that actually works.